All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Solito once again. Before I jump into this video, let me just say I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please don't look at me as a financial advisor because I don't want to fucking be one. Anything I say pertaining to this one stock that I'm about to speak upon and this one crypto stock that I'm about to speak upon is strictly for entertainment purposes only. So whatever you do, take with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? Take everything with a grain of salt that comes out of my mouth. So let's go and jump into it. So GME, this is what I feel that we have right now. Left hand side is the ancient past. Right hand side is our present time right now. So I feel that this is where we are right now. We still been tracking this one little spot to a certain extent. Once we had got the pullback, we did get a heavy pullback. So in my opinion, this may actually not be as accurate, but I feel that it is accurate. And the only reason saying is because, like I said, we ended up getting a very, very crazy hard pullback. But right here was gap fill, and this is what I was speaking about a couple videos ago, that I was hoping that once we ended up started making a mini squeeze to the upside, that we wasn't going to get no gaps. But we ended up getting a gap. Gap has been covered. And then we also had another gap coming back down to the downside, and that gap has actually been covered as well. I do feel that we're actually going to be trading sideways going into earnings, which is on June 5th. I do think that we could possibly go back up to around that $60 range. If anything, if the algos have sped up, in my opinion, we could go even higher than that. Possibly to $100 plus, maybe even to 120. But take that with a grain of salt and not financial advice. But I do think that just for right now, it's just going to be a lot of sideways trading in between that $19 to $25, $27 range, and then once earnings hits, I do think that there's a possibility that we're going to be squeezing back to the upside towards that $60 plus range. And the reason why I also feel that as well is because if you can also take a look at the bottom of the screen here at the MACD indicator, it does show that once we had crossed below once the MACD line crossed below the signal line, which this drastic pullback right here, we're starting to see a curl now. And the reason why I'm saying that as well is because you can tell from basically how the discoloration of the downside is. So it's getting very, very weak. Once you see the light color, it means it's getting weak, and it's about that time to go back to the upside. But if we don't squeeze during GameStop earnings, I would give it at least what day does the 5th land on? I think the 5th lands on a Wednesday, I believe. But I feel that if we don't get that, then we'll have a squeeze most likely the week after earnings, possibly going into that week after or whatnot. So let's say you have earnings on the 5th, which is I believe a Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday you start seeing a lot of crazy upside movement. But who knows? The only thing that we can do is just wait and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, I think that we're about to squeeze possibly up to $60, possibly 60 plus once earnings is beyond us. So GME looks good. So let's go ahead and go over to SHIB, and then I'm gonna get out you guys' way or whatever, so you guys can enjoy the rest of you guys' night. All right, so I'm waiting for this to load up real quick. Go ahead and pull this back. Just wait for everything. There it goes. Okay, so SHIB, in my opinion, is still tracking, and I feel that it's still going sideways right now. I still do think that we're going to end up squeezing very, very soon. I thought that we was actually squeezing then, but like I said, I could be right. Sometimes I could be wrong. Nobody's perfect. But with this descending wedge that I drew on the top on the ancient past, I'm just going to adjust it and do the same thing here. But I think that SHIB is about to get a squeeze still. And I mean like in the near future. Like, in my opinion, I think within the next 2 weeks tops. But in my opinion as well, it could possibly happen sometime in the end of June. But I honestly, above all, I feel that it'll be going into June at the before the end of June at the latest. But as of right now, I still do believe that that we got to pass that 36 thousandths of a penny area, and then once we pass that 36 thousandths of a penny area, then we'll start creating our slow climb to the upside. I think that right after that, right after we break the 36 thousandths of a penny, we could possibly squeeze up to as high as we could possibly squeeze up to as high as around 5 thousandths of a penny. But I still do think that we're gonna get all the way up to as high as 11,664ths of a penny. So yes, I still do believe that that SHIB is about to actually lose a zero in the month of June. But other than that, GME looks good, SHIB looks good. I'm not going to be dropping no more prediction, no more prediction as far as price action goes on any more plays. You will have to join the Discord for that. But if you guys want to join the Discord, it's $4.99 a month. You get to see every move that I make. You get to see what I post from TA all the way down to some of the guys up on the inside posting, a lot of research. If you are a fundamental individual, I'm very big on the TA stuff. So, not a fundamentals guy right here. Only a little bit, un poco, but nonetheless, above all, like I said, GME looks good. It's tracking. I have a call option over there for in GME as well. Just sitting back waiting to see what's going to happen or whatever for these earnings. But SHIB looks good. Everything looks good in my opinion. You guys have a great night. Like the last video, if you haven't watched it, I have been going through some things lately. So, you guys keep me in you guys' prayers or whatnot. And, you guys keep your head above water. Other than that, you guys have a great night. Don't let nobody piss in your Cheerios. Don't let nobody get you out of your comfort zone. Don't let nobody work you up, all right? Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hasta luego.